So, namaste, good morning, welcome. We are on the path to your potential. And we're going to be exploring through the month of March, the chakras. All right, so some of you may have been with me. We may have explored it a little bit. We're going to see if we can get a little bit deeper. And for those, I'm going to just say the word chakra. It's not chakra. A lot of us say chakra. It's chakra. And the chakras are what we call the energy centers, very subtle energy centers. And you may be familiar with this type of a photo. You may have seen this before. And this is going to reflect the 7 chakras that we're going to be talking about in these next few weeks. And these chakras reside along your spine. And it starts at the base of your spine, at the root, and then the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus, your heart center, your throat center, through the third eye, that's your ajna chakra, and your crown chakra, all right? And in today's practice, we're going to be exploring the root as well as the 6th and number 7. So through this practice, we're going to talk about how they are very subtle doorways into your spiritual life. Each one represents a function both physically and energetically. Now, the root chakra, the Sanskrit word is Muladhara. It is based on your foundation. It represents being groundedness and earthiness. It's located at the base of your spine, and it's associated with the earth element. So, when we explored the earth, this is the earth element. And when you activate the Muladhara, it helps ground us. It helps us to cope more easily with life's challenges. So tapping into these energetic richness of the root chakra can gain a solid foundation for a very vibrant life. So when you're balanced and steady and your root chakra is balanced, you're enjoying living. You're comfortable in your own home as well as in your community. The jobs are the ones that give you joy. Your external surroundings as well as your internal beings are healthy, strong, stable, and organized. When you're not in balance, our life flows are not exactly working the way we would want them to be. We sometimes dam the rivers out of our fear from, relationships, fear from a job loss, fear from financial loss, or we just shut down or we become scattered. Our energy just goes all over the place. And that may manifest itself in certain ways. Some of that physical problems could be eating disorders, adrenal insufficiency, problems with your feet, your legs, your coccyx, rectal or colon cancer, spinal problems, immune disorders, osteoporosis, and other bone disorders. So those are some of the things that could be manifested through an out of balance root chakra. So today's practice, we're going to work on 3 things. One is the breath. I'm always going to remind you, the breathing is so, so important. We're going to breathe deep into the root, into the pelvic floor, into the tailbone, into that area. In our asana practice today, we're going to focus on specific asanas that increase our strength, our balance, a sense of security, and health. These practices are going to enhance your stability while softening that grip of pain. Let go of pain and fear. And then we're going to introduce into the practice today the Mula Bandha, the root lock, which will strengthen those subtle muscles and the subtle channels of your perineum and strengthen the inner thighs. And we're going to do a practice today called the Ashvini Mudra, which strengthens your anus and your buttocks muscles. And so that'll be something new we're going to be exploring. And why this works, being here now is essential for your health. And I know you ladies know this. I know you well enough to know that. But many of us may have split from our bodies when we were younger. So there's things that may have manifested many, many years ago. And sometimes we just put it away. And this disassociation made sense when the only way we knew we could survive. But we want to make sure we break old patterns, things we may have stuffed into the basement. I call that, sometimes we just stuff it down there and the root is the basement, and make sure we can just release it totally and protect ourselves in a new way. So This week, I'm going to invite you to choose one thing to do to reconnect to your body, to the earth, by going out and walking barefoot in the grass. Yeah, I know it's 30 degrees here, but for those of you in the warmer temperatures, you can go do that. Maybe go for a hike, go for a walk along a sandy beach, sit with your back against a tree to get grounded. And if you can't get outdoors, take a barefoot walk around your house and just notice when you walk the feet, feel grounded, enjoy those sensations, notice what you're resisting against. Soften resistance by keeping your structure strong and intact. That sense of structure, your legs, your feet, your pelvic floor, will allow you to loosen the grip on whatever you're holding on to. And just notice where you may need to do a little bit more strengthening and focus on that during your practice this week, all right? And if you can't get to anything, just, when you're out and about, just walk in nature and just notice the beautiful nature around you, okay? So we're going to make our way over to our mat. We will start in crocodile. Get down on your forearms and on your belly, because I really want you to feel the earth beneath you, okay? Rest your head on your forearms, and I'll meet you over there. As you come to rest in your crocodile pose, just find an expression that feels right for you on your belly. Folding your forearms and resting your forehead on your hands. Point your feet comfortably back where it feels right for you and allow your body's weight to release into the earth, and just enjoy this posture. Engage the earth, be safe, be secure, and be steady. Now, the earth is our bones and all the vital minerals that keep us healthy. As you find stillness in your body, release the weight of your body and your effort so that the earth beneath you supports you. And just trust that the earth will support you and hold you, and allow your body to release any effort, release any fear. Scan your body from head to toes and notice any tension or tightness, and invite your body to relax. Bring your attention to your breath now and notice how you're breathing. And start to become aware if there's any trembling or shakiness in your breath. And as you continue to allow yourself to notice the breath, it will start to resolve as you continue to focus on breathing. Feel the breath as you inhale. It's a nourishing breath. And allow your exhale to be releasing and letting go of any fear. Let go of any pain that you may, or suffering that you might be struggling with personally. With the exhale and the inhale, be nourishing. Begin to breathe deeper now into the pelvic region. We understand that you're breathing into your lungs, but I want you to allow your attention to go down deep into the root. As you breathe deep into the pelvic floor, notice how you expand, your rib cage expand out to the side. As you exhale, there's a subtle softness. Try to breathe as effortlessly as possible. And now, I'm going to invite you to try to engage the root chakra now by gently squeezing the muscles, the perineal muscles at the base of your pelvis. Just give a gentle squeeze. And then on the inhale and on the exhale, relax. So you're drawing up between the perineal, the muscles, very subtle muscles located at the base of your spine. Gently squeeze in as you inhale. And then slowly release the gripping as you exhale. Relax totally. So the root chakra is a gathering of energetic quality to sort of seal the base so that you're not letting go. You're not spilling out the energy. You're containing that energy. And then as you exhale, relax. And just do that a couple more times. Notice how that feels. because we're going to use this gentle root lock throughout our practice today. So I want you to start to feel a little bit comfortable with it. It's not an overly deep gripping, but it's a containment. You feel the connection to those muscles. Good. Now let that go. And now we're going to draw up through the inner thighs, your energy. We're not moving. And this is very subtle. We're doing a lot of subtle work to start. Draw the energy up from your inner thighs. You're going to feel the pelvic drawing in and up through the root lock. And now gently squeeze through the buttocks, the anus area. Gently squeeze in and then squeeze the anus and your buttocks. And that's a little bit more of a grip. That's this Ashvini Mudra. And then as you exhale, just relax. Relax your buttocks, relax the anus, relax your pelvis, relax your inner thighs, and release. And we're going to try that again. So gently, as you inhale, draw up through your inner thighs, the perineal muscles, squeeze through your anus, squeeze, and then squeeze the buttocks muscle. And then as you exhale, relax the buttocks, relax the anus, relax the perineal, relax your inner thighs. And we'll try that one more time, all right? On your next inhale, gently squeeze in your inner thigh, squeeze in through the pelvic floor, through the anus, and squeeze your buttocks. And then release the buttocks, release the anus, release the pelvic floor, and then release the inner thighs. Good. And then let it all go and relax. We're going to very gently now slide your hands alongside your chest and push yourself up and back into a child's pose. And as you shift your hips back, just notice the release in the low back and bring your attention, keep your attention at the base of your spine. As you shift from side to side, feel that release. Very slowly now, I'm going to invite you. Does everyone have a block available? If you don't have a block available, you can use like a pillow from your couch and use the pillow to put place between your inner thighs. If you don't have a block, then that's fine too. But if you have a block, I invite you to go get that now. And again, if you don't have a block, even a book can be squeezed and you can use a book. But a block will really help throughout the practice. I'm just going to wait a moment before we begin. Let's see if you can... Okay, good. All right, so we're going to take the block. We're going to do, this is called a pelvic reset. So remember, today's all features about your pelvis area. You're going to take the block on the longest length this way and place it right in between your thighs. And you're going to place your feet together. So you're making like a diamond shape. So your feet are touching, big toes, and you're going to come onto your back. So with your knees bent, your sacrum is stable on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down the back and place your palms down by your sides for stability. And we're going to gently rock your knees from side to side. You're squeezing the block together, back and forth, a gentle rock. You're not dropping your knees to the floor. You're going to feel a gentle lift of your hip as you move back from side to side. And again, this is called a pelvic reset. So as you're squeezing the block between your inner thighs, you're engaging those muscles and you're gently rocking side to side. And if you don't have a block, you're just gently rocking side to side. Now, take the block and change it from the longest direction and put it in the middle ways, and then place that in between. And the same action, your feet are on the floor, palms down, shoulder blades down your back, and then rock gently side to side. And again, you're squeezing the block together, use those subtle inner thigh muscles and feel that connection. as you rock from side to side. Probably about 10 times. Good. And then release. This time, release the block. And now I'm going to invite you to bring your knees up above your hips. You're going to take two fists and place the two fists between your knees. Your shins are parallel to the floor, and you're going to squeeze your knees into your fists. And then with resistance, you're going to try to separate your fists. So you're activating all of these muscles in the hips and in the groin. So the inhale is the passive, and then on the exhale is when you're going to press. So squeeze your knees in and press your fists apart. So you're creating a resistance. So you're going to feel an energetic flow right into all those abdominal muscles, and then your inhale is relaxed. So breathe in, nice big deep inhale. On your exhale, squeeze, press, 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 press. And then inhale, release. We're going to do that 3 more times, all right? Inhale's passive. Exhale, press, squeeze it apart, flex your feet, spread your toes, really get an engagement in your legs right out through the soles of your feet, and then release. And one last time, press, 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 squeeze, 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 and then relax. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. And then gently place both feet flat on the floor. And all I invite you to do is gently roll your head from side to side, just to release the upper neck and shoulders. Just gently roll your head to the right, and then roll your head to the left. And roll your head to the right, and roll your head to the left. Good. Come back to center, and then I'm going to invite you to come onto your side. All right? So roll onto your side, and I'll invite you to place the one leg behind you, so your knee is bent and your one leg is extended. The leg on the floor is extended. And I'll invite you to, again, you can either rest with your elbow on the floor. Some of you might prefer to be down with your arm long. I'm going to have my elbow under my shoulder for support. If you're up here, just make sure you have a lot of support here, that you don't collapse into your shoulder. All right, and make sure your hips are on your side. And you're going to extend the bottom leg. You can support yourself with your hand here. And we're going to do 2 sets of 10 leg lifts. So if you even have, if you have leg weights, you can always do this with leg weights, but you're going to gently lift and lower and lift and lower. Now you're pressing through the heel. I want you to really notice that working through the abductors. 4, 5, press through your heels, sit up tall. I mean, if you're laying down, keep the spine long. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll do another set. Press through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the foot leg relax and bend the knee a little bit. And just notice the subtle energy that you've created here by relaxing those muscles. And we're really trying to bring our attention now into the region of your inner thigh, the pelvis, and the root. Okay. Now I'm going to invite you to bend the bottom leg, and then your upper leg here, we're going to cross over, and we're going to ankles stay touching, but you're going to do like a clam. Okay. So we're going to lift and lower, lift for 2, for 3, 4, work those inner thighs, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. One more set. 10, 9. If you want to lift your heels up off the floor, you can get a little bit more of a work there. 8, 7. This is optional. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, and release. And again, just take a moment and notice that energetic quality of what's going on in the pelvic and the root area. Good. And now we're going to switch to the other side. So slowly, going to switch over, extend your legs, come back down. You want to make sure your nice side body is nice and long. The upper leg is knee is bent, elbow underneath your shoulder if you're doing it that way, or you can extend your arm out and rest your head on your shoulder. The extended bottom leg, press through the heel. And if you can, I want you to keep that foot flexed so you're really working through the inner thigh here. And we're going to do 2 sets of 10. Okay, so lift for 1, 2, press through the heel of your foot, 3, 4. Remember engaging now, 5, that pelvic floor. Gently squeeze in all the way in and up, maintaining that connection where the energy is not leaking out. Oh, I lost count. 8, 9, and 10. All right, we'll do 10 more. 10, 9, don't slouch, nice and strong. 8, 7, press through the heel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Relax, bend the knee. Notice how that feels. Feel the energetic qualities right into the pelvic floor. And now you're going to bring ankle to ankle, foot to foot, like a frog leg. And now we're going to do the clam, all right? So you can we'll start the first set of 10, foot on the floor. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to do the next set, lift your feet off the floor. That really engages the core, but maintain the integrity of your posture for 10. Squeeze it in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come on up to a seated position. And I'll invite you to take a comfortable seat, cross-legged or in any way that feels right in your body. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders forward and up and roll them down the back like you're rolling your shoulder blades right into your back pocket. Sit up nice and tall and connect through the root chakra. Feel your tailbone rooting down like a grounding cord into the earth. Feel that connection right in the root. Draw that energy up in that pelvic root lock, the Mula Bandha. Draw that energy up. And now we're going to circle and really just work here. You're going to inhale and then exhale, come back. And we're going to do this about 10 times in one direction. And you're going to do 10 times in the other direction. There's no right or wrong here. It's just stirring up the energy, flowing up through the root. Feel that containment, feel that energetic flow. Stir the pot with your spine. And then go in the other direction. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Allow that energy to come up and down. Feel like you're stirring it up. Get that energy moving. And then come back up when you've completed. And then just take a moment here, pause, and just notice the energetic flow as we've stirred up the energy to move up and down through the spine. And then make your way onto all fours. As we come into our tabletop pose, plant your palms directly underneath your shoulders, shoulder blades down the back, knees directly underneath your hips. Press the shins into the earth, like you're pressing the earth away from you, and move as you exhale. Press your heart up towards your sternum. Let the crown of your head come down, navel center. Exhale. And then when you're ready on your inhalation, lift your tailbone, soften your belly, broaden your collarbone and your shoulders, and look forward and up. And then exhale again, moving back and forth. And if you want to make this a little bit more energetic, imagine you're doing a push-up. So bend your elbows as you inhale, scoop in and up, and press up into your cow. And if you want to make a little exhale, bow down like you're coming into a push-up, and exhale up into your cat. Exhale, push up, your cow, and push down and back into your cat. Do that a few more times. Lift your tailbone, really feel the pelvic floor opening. Exhale, round, tuck that tailbone and squeeze into that Muladhara. Inhale, release, up into your cow. Exhale, coccyx bone, really tail under, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then press your hips back into your child's pose. Let your forearms rest on the earth and shift your hips from side to side. And just notice how that feels. If you want to open and close your wrists and circle your wrists one way, circle them the other way to take that pressure off, go right ahead. And then make your way back up onto all fours. Again, working through the pelvis and the legs. Extend your right foot back. Press the ball of the foot on the floor. Keep your hips squared, palms directly underneath your shoulders. And then as you press through the ball of the right foot, we're going to fire up the core just a bit. So feel that connection through your core. And if you'd like to join me, lift the left knee up off the floor. Extend the left leg out behind. Extend. That's an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze in and up. Inhale, extend behind. Exhale, knee to nose. We'll do one more. Inhale, go long. Exhale, knee to nose. Lower your left knee to the mat. Let your right leg lift up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right knee to nose here. Inhale, go long. Now bring your right leg out to the side. Open up through the hip joint as you bring the knee to shoulder. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale, go long. Square your hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, go long. Exhale, open the knee out to the side. Knee towards your right shoulder. Even look over your shoulder if you choose to. Inhale, go long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Good job. Extend the right leg. Lower the right leg. Come press back into your child's pose. Come off your hands. Shake it out. Open and close and circle. So feel the energetic qualities now opening up through the right hip and the right leg. We want strong legs. So this is building energetic, strengthening those muscles. Step your left foot behind you. Keep the ball of the left foot on the floor. Press your palms into the earth. Shoulder blades down the back, but gently start pulsing through the back of the left leg, warming up those hamstrings. And then if you want to add a little bit of energetic quality here, press into the palms of your hands. Keep the ball of the left foot on the floor. Lift your right knee off the mat. Inhale, go long in a 3-legged plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, go long, 3-legged plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time. Inhale, go long. Exhale, knee to nose. Lower the right knee under your right hip. Let your left leg float up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze in. Inhale, go long. Now open up the left knee, fire hydrant style. Bring that left knee up to your left shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. 2 more rounds. Inhale, square your hip to the floor. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, go long. Open up that hip and bring it towards your shoulder. We'll do 1 more round. Go long. Exhale, knee to nose. And go long. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Good job, everyone. Lower your left leg to meet your right. Slowly come up onto your shins. Shake your wrists. Open and close your hands. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And if you have your block, I'm just going to invite you to sit on your block right between your legs. Feel the energetic quality of sitting on your block or sitting on your heels. If this isn't comfortable for you to sit in this thunderbolt position, please feel free to sit cross-legged. But I just want you to, again, draw your attention now to feeling that connection to the root. As you, especially when you sit on the block, you feel that connection. Mula Bandha, draw it in and up. Good. And just gently now, we're going to side bend. So place your fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, sweep your arm, one arm up and over, side bend. Stretch it out. Try not to collapse into your fingertips. You can even have just two fingers on the floor so you have that connection. And then inhale, come up, go to the other side. Two fingers on the floor or your fingertips. Tense your hands, whatever feels supported for you, and stretch through the side body. Breathe deep into the side waist, into those intercostal muscles. Nice big inhale. Come back up. We're going to repeat again to the other side. Fingertips on the floor. Tense it out. Inhale, stretch it out. And then exhale, come on up to the other side. And then all the way down. So just take a moment, shoulders forward and up, roll them down the back. Notice that sensation. Again, bringing your awareness into the root, feeling stability, feeling grounded. So we're going to continue to work to strengthen the legs. We're going to continue to work with the block or a pillow. And if you don't have one, that's okay too. It's just in it. You can use the energetic quality of your muscles to contract and to squeeze. All right. So I'm going to invite you now to take that block still, place it in your inner thighs, and come onto all fours. Tuck your toes underneath, palms underneath your shoulders, and you're going to make your way back into your downward dog, squeezing the block. So squeeze the block in between your inner thighs or your pillow, whatever you have, or nothing at all is okay. Lift your hips up and shift back into your downward dog. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, create length in your spine. Soften your neck and squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze your Mula Bandha. Add that perineal muscle squeeze. Lift up through the Mula Bandha. You exhale, you're going to slowly come through plank. You can drop your knees if you need to, or you can press back. So you have a choice here, knees down or plank. Press through the palms of your hand, feel the earth beneath your feet and then your hands, and then lift your hips back again to downward dog. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, feel that connection. Find the Mula Bandha, squeeze through your inner thighs all the way up. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, and you're going to come into a forward fold. Your feet should be just about hip width distance apart. You're going to maybe perhaps grab onto your forearms and just gently rock from side to side. Feel the weight of your spine drawing down. Lift up through your hips. Still maintain that gentle connection to the roots. Gentle squeeze. And then release, bend your knees, release your hands, sweep your arms out to the side. You're going to come all the way up. Inhale, bring your palms to touch. Maybe add a gentle back bend here as you lift your heart and lift your sternum upwards to the sky. As you exhale, place your palms to touch. Draw your thumbs to the third eye. This is your Muladhara Chakra. Take a moment here to acknowledge this chakra of your truth and your light and your knowledge. Then bring your hands in front of your throat chakra. This is the place of communication, kind communication, to kind words to yourself and to others. And then bring your hands right into your heart chakra, the place of love, the place of divine truth and wisdom. And always remember to be true to yourself. Then bring your hands down by your sides. You're in your mountain pose. So we're going to just find your balance by shifting your weight back and forth between your feet. And then on your next inhale, roll up the balls of your feet and lift your arms as you rise up. And then as you exhale, lower your hands. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your arms, coordinate your breath. And exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift your heels, extend and reach. And then as you exhale, lower here. We're going to move into what I call the downhill skier. So it's like as if you're sitting in a chair, shift your hips way back, keep squeezing that block if you have it, and you're going to shift back and extend your arms behind you so that your back of your spine is long. I want you to feel that connection between your inner thighs, keep the containment of the Muladhara. And then as you inhale, press down into your feet, really root down like you're putting your feet into an imprint in the sand. And then as you inhale, bring your arms forward and up. Come up through your chair pose, nice and strong. When you get to chair, hold here. Your arms can be parallel to the floor. I want you to really draw the tailbone down, root lock, draw up through the navel center here. Feel that connection. Root down even more and then lift all the way up again. Lift your heels as you come up. And then exhale, bring your arms down out to the sides as you lower your heels. And then again, just observe the energetic qualities of moving like that so slowly, with control, with focus, with strength. Strength and courage. Stay grounded and rooted, right? Root those feet into the earth. As you inhale, lift your heels, lift your arms again, reach up towards the heavens. And then as you exhale, you're going to lower down, lower your heels. You're going to go right into your downhill skier. Shift your hips back, press through the spine. Feel lengthening here down your whole spine. Feel that connection. The back of your neck is in line with your spine. You're looking down at the earth. Feel that connection from the crown of your head. Imagine that the chakras from the crown chakra right through the asana chakra, right through your throat, through your heart, through your solar plexus, down through your sacral, right out through the root. Feel that connection in your spine. And then as you inhale, root down and rise up. Sweep your arms forward and up. Come up through your chair. Hold a chair for a moment. Squeeze the block. Feel that energetic connection here. Feel that connection, then continue to root to rise all the way up. Lift your heels as you come up. And then exhale, arms down by your side. Lower your heels. And just observe the energetic qualities of moving with mindfulness, with consideration, feeling the strength of your legs and your body move through this posture. Let's try that again. We'll do 1 more time. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your arms as you rise up, nice and strong and tall. Reach your right up through the crown chakra now, lifting up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, lower your heels, come slowly into your downhill skier with control, but create length in your spine so that you have a nice long line of energy parallel to the floor, rooting out. As you inhale, sweep your arms forward and up as you come up through chair. Take your time, use control, but root through the feet as you lift all the way up, reach up to the heavens, and then exhale, arms down by your sides. Just observe those energetic qualities. Breath in and breath out. And breath in and breath out. Inhale here now. Come onto your chair. Relax your shoulders, soften your face. And now, if it's available to you, lift your heels. Playing around with balance now, stable and steady. Remember when you find your drishti, your focal point, find your focal point. And if you are okay with this, you're going to lower down like your elevator going down to the bottom floor. Still on your heels if you can. If not, drop your heels. And then rise up, rise up, rise up, lift up, and then exhale, lower down. And notice how your heart rate starts to really begin to build here. We're trying to create a little bit of energy, heat in the body, but at the same time building the strength in your legs, all right? So we're going to try that again. And again, if lifting your heels is doesn't feel good in your ankles or your feet for whatever reason, just keep your feet on the ground. Still moving up and down in chair has a lot of energetic qualities. Remember the Mula Bandha, drawing that energy in. What we're trying to do is contain the energy. A lot of times we just let everything disperse. We let it out. What I'm inviting you to do is just keep it contained and use that energetic quality. So we're going to try that again. Inhale, come into your chair, shift back. Remember, look down, make sure your knees are not jutting forward. It's as if you're sitting back in a chair 3 feet behind you. Relax your shoulders and soften your face. Then lift your heels. Try to find the balance. And then lower down like an elevator. You're going down towards the basement. And then rise up. Press into the balls of your feet to rise up all the way up to the top floor. Look up. And exhale. Lower your heels and lower your arms down by your side and pause. Just notice the felt sensation now in those particular moves. Notice how that feels. We'll do that one more time if you'd like. If you don't like, you don't have to. It's okay. This is your practice. I'm only making suggestions. But let's find your chair pose. Shift your hips back. Relax your shoulders. Soften your face. Stay energetically squeezing through the inner thighs, pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Feel that connection. And when you're ready, lift your heels or not. You don't have to lift. If you choose not to, this is your practice. Make it what you need it to be for you today. And then gently lower the hips to the floor, lower down. Take your time. Don't drop your hips below your knees. I should have said that in the first time. You want to keep your hips above your knees. Find your balance. And then rise up, lift up, look up to the heavens, and then release, lower down. Ooh, okay. Let's take a moment and release the block. Wow. Notice how that feels. Come back to your mountain pose and notice how it feels without the block. Feel the energetic qualities in your inner thighs. We're going to just move a little bit in a nice flow, all right? So we'll but I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel that, and feel those energetic qualities of moving with strength and stability as we move through a few of our very familiar postures. But come up to the front of your mat. As you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And then as you exhale, nice big swan dive. Lead with your heart as you let your fingertips lower to the floor. Bow down. Exhale. Inhale, come halfway up. Lengthen your neck and your spine. As you exhale, step back into your downward dog. As you inhale, lift your right leg up for a three-legged dog. Bend your right knee and roll that hip open to the side so you get a nice stretch through the quadriceps, but open up through the pelvic floor here. As you lift that leg up, feel that connection through the perineal muscles. See if you can actually do root lock here. See if you can make that connection right now. Then relax the lock, extend the leg out long, and then step your right foot up to your right hand. We're going to come up to a high lunge. So readjust your feet so your feet are facing forward. They are nice and stable, and lift to rise up. Hands on your hips now. Your shoulders and hips are facing the front of your mat. The heel of your back foot can be up. If you're feeling unstable, you may place it down, but if you can keep the heel up, toes facing forward, hands on your hips, feeling your pelvic hips. I want you to make that connection to the root lock. Gently draw that energy in and up. Feel that connection. Add the arms up. Relax your shoulder blades. Lift your sternum. Open up your heart here as we balance in a high lunge. We're going to do a little bit more energy work here. So we'll do fists of fire. So bring your elbows in and squeeze for one. And then inhale, rise up. Now, if you choose to, you can drop your left knee towards the floor. That's an option, okay? And then reach up. We'll do that two more times. Bend down, squeeze. As you squeeze, really squeeze that Mula Bandha, and then inhale, come up, relax. Last time, squeeze it in, squeeze, 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 and then inhale, release. As you lift up back into your high lunge, relax your shoulders, soften your face, relax any squeezing or tension, but just feel the connection through your inner thighs. Feel the work here. And now we'll do in a power lunge. So the inhale, we're lifting up. On the exhale, let the sweeping arms come forward. Bring them behind you as you did in downhill skier. So your arms are behind you. Your spine is long. There's a nice long connection through your spine. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms like levers. Let them open you up as you inhale up. 2 more rounds, please. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Extend your arms behind you. Fingertips pointing behind you long. The back of your neck is long as well. And feel that energetic connection. Inhale, come on up. And then as you exhale again, sweep the arms behind you. Beautiful. Now feel the connection here as you stay in this pose. We're going to take a lunge up into a balance. So shift your weight onto the right leg. Really ground down and root into that right foot. As you press into this variation of Warrior 3, extend your spine long. Arms can be behind, out to the side, or in front. Your choice. Take whatever you need. Root down and lift the back leg off the floor. Root down into that right leg. Really press. Extend through the back leg. Connect to the root lock. Feel that connection. Don't let the energy disperse. Keep it contained. And then when you're ready, lower the back foot to the floor. Inhale. Come back up. High lunge. Feel that energetic qualities. The heart rate may be going. Find your breath. Find your focus. Big inhale and a big exhale. Now inhale here. We're going to add a twist. You're going to allow your left arm to come forward. Your right arm windmills behind you and look over your right shoulder for a lunge with a twist. Broaden through your collarbone. Spread your fingers wide in a nice twisted lunge. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, cartwheel the arms forward, up, and then down to the floor. Step back into your downward dog. And I'll invite you, if you'd like to take a child's pose, drop your knees, or you can stay in your downward dog. Take a moment here. Let the body actually come back to child's pose, and give your body a moment here to have a sense of rest and recoup and recover before we do the other side. Feel the energetic qualities on your body now. What are you noticing? We did some very strong postures now, very strengthening for the legs, pelvic floor, entire body actually, who's got very strengthening through those postures. We'll make our way back up to your downward dog, the opposite side. So as I invite you to lift your left leg up into a 3-legged dog, extend the left leg up, bend your left knee and roll that left hip up. Spread through your toes, really root down. Find that connection to the root lock. And then extend the leg long, and then step your left foot up to your left hand. Make the necessary adjustments here now, where your feet should be comfortable distance apart. Doesn't have to be your widest stance. We want to find stability and steadiness. Hands on your hips so you can adjust your feet. Feet are facing forward, knees facing forward, your hips and shoulders are facing to the front edge of your mat. Draw your shoulder blades down the back, lengthen your tailbone, feel that connection to the pelvic area. Everything is nice and contained. Then add your arms. Relax your shoulder blades. And again, the option here is with or without the knee bend. It's your choice, but you can start with just inhaling and then exhaling, bring fists of fire. When you do fists of fire, really nice squeeze, feel that root lock connection. And then inhale, release, extend up. And then exhale, you can add the knee dip if you choose to, and then root to rise. You don't have to add the dip if you don't want to. Exhale, squeeze it in, feel that connection. Inhale, rise. Last time, exhale, squeeze it in nice and tight. And then inhale, rise. As you come up into your high lunge, pause here. Be aware of whatever the physical sensations are in your body. If you need to make any adjustments now, go ahead. If you need to rest a moment, go ahead and rest. Listen to your body. Now inhale here. As we exhale, sweep your arms forward, coming into power lunge. Back foot stays on the ground, spine is long, arms behind you. Very powerful arms. As you inhale, let them lift you up, rise up, heart open. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Work through the spine. Remember to have a strong core. Remember that connection through the pelvis as you inhale up. You want to keep everything contained. Don't let the energy disperse all over the place. Feel the connection. Exhale. Now when you come into this power lunge, we're going to transition into a balance pose, warrior 3 variation, any variation you choose to, but transfer the weight over your left leg. Feel the 4 corners of the left foot really grounding, anchoring down, root down into that leg. And then as you extend the back foot, slowly bring it up. Arms can be behind you. They can be out to your side. They can be in front of you. Press through the ball of your left foot. Really stay grounded. Press through the ball of the right foot. Feel the hips stay square to the floor. Nice big extension. Feel that connection through the crown of your head, out through the root. Inhale. And then when you're ready, place the back foot on the floor. Inhale back up to a high lunge. Relax your shoulders. Pause. Observe. Focus. We'll move into a twist from here so that your right arm will come forward, your left arm will go behind and look over your left shoulder. Nice, big, expansive, twisted lunge. Relax your shoulders just a bit. Soften your face. Take a big, deep inhale. And then on your next exhale, relax just a bit more. One more time, inhale. Now, when you exhale, cartwheel your arms forward and up, place them down to the mat, step back into your downward dog. And then lower your knees to the floor, press your hips back, and take a much deserved child's pose. Awesome work. Well done. Feel the energetic qualities of these moves. Really powerful and strong. Take your time, and whenever you're ready, you're going to make your way back up through downward dog. And from your downward dog, I'll invite you to look forward and walk your feet up towards your hands. And we're going to come all the way up to stand. So sweep your arms all the way out, all the way up, palms to touch. And then exhale, lower your hands down by your side. Good. Take a moment here and just observe the energetic qualities of these moves. If you need to take a drink of water, go ahead. I'm going to take a break right now myself. Okay. The next 2 moves are going to create a little bit more heat before we start to wind down, okay? And again, I want to give you choices and options. So I'm going to say we're going to do a set of 10 and see how that feels. And if 10 feels good, we might do another set of 10, or maybe not, all right? But I do want you to have choices. So if you have a block, you might want to use a block for just a touch point. So we're going to do I want to say extension. So I'm going to put my hands on the block. I'm going to go on the side so you can see me. So we're going to do my feet are a nice hip width distance apart. I'm going to drop my hips and then I'm going to lift up. Okay. So if my fingertips don't comfortably touch the floor, resting my hands on a block give me the support. So we're going to drop and lift and drop and lift. Okay. So we're going to do that energetic quality. And each time you drop, I want you to feel the connection through the Muladhara Bandha, that root. All right. So feel that earthiness of this particular pose. And we're going to take it at I'm not going to go super fast. We're just going to do it really nice with control. Remember, you want your feet to feel really grounded and press into your feet when you come up. So I'll invite you, your feet should be wider than hip width distance, toes facing forward. Come into that forward fold for you. So fold at your hips, place your hands on a block or on the floor, your choice. So the inhale is pushing up, exhale, drop your hips. Inhale, press up, exhale, drop your hips. Inhale, press up, exhale, drop your hips. Inhale, up, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. I think that's 5. Inhale, up, exhale, down. 6, up, and down. Lift up and down. One more. Press up and come down. Okay. Come back up again. Do 10 more. We got this. Okay. All right. So remember, the inhale is the lift. Exhale is down. For 10. Lift. 9. Lift. 8. Press into your feet. 7. 6. 5. 4. 1. Good job. Lift up and come all the way up. Excellent. Sweep your arms all the way out and up. And exhale out through the mouth. My heart rate's up. Hopefully your heart rate is up too. That's a good thing. Yoga is all about getting the heart rate up as well, as building the strength in your legs. I have one more really building, strengthening for your legs. And again, I want you to modify in any way that you feel is necessary in your body. Now, this is going to be a deep squat. I kind of like my hands, for me, to be in the Anjali Mudra. And let me just move my block out of here so that you can see me. So it's going to be a squat, root down, and as I come up, elbow, knee to elbow, squat down, up, squat down, alternate knees side to side. Take your time, squat and lift, squat and lift, squat and lift. Good job. You guys are doing this. I rock it. Nice big squat. I lost count, but we'll do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Awesome work. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, go right back into your goddess pose. For the connection to zip the zipper, lengthen the tailbone. You got this. Feel the energetic qualities. Your glutes, my glutes are on fire. My thighs are on fire. I hope you're feeling the energetic qualities yourself. Feel the blood rushing. Inhale, and then exhale. Woo. Straighten your legs and come back up. And just take a moment here. Feel that energetic quality. If you need to shake it out, shake it out. Good job. All right, we're going to make our way back into another squat. Now, for anyone having difficulties with holding a squat, you can use your blocks as a little place to rest your hips for in this particular squat, Muladhara squat. So if you don't need a block, then fine. We're going to really explore. This is going deeper. So now you're actually dropping your hips behind your knees. Be mindful if this is not for you, just sit down on the floor and extend your legs wide out, okay? That's another option to get that connection to the roots. But if you're in your Muladhara squat, I want you to remember that Ashwini mudra we did earlier. Draw up from the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, the anus, and squeeze your buttocks. Feel that connection, and then release. Good job. Place one hand on the floor, and then extend the other arm up and look over your shoulder. Lift, and then back to center, hands to heart. We'll do the opposite side. One hand down, other hand up, look over your shoulder. Inhale, and exhale, come back. Good job. Now lower your hips to the floor, extend your legs out, and give a nice shake. Stay in Tadasana, that deep extension through your sit bones. Lift up nice and tall. Press through the palms of your hand. Lift up, lift up. And then exhale. We're going to come into forward fold. Lead with your sternum. Bend your knees if you need to. You can slide your hands along the backs of your thighs or knees, or bring them to the top of your shins or ankles, or even to your toes now. If you want to take a nice forward fold and that feels appropriate for you, go right ahead. And just observe the physical sensations of your body now, allowing your heart rate to gently start to slow down. Notice what that feeling is. And then bend your knees and hug your knees into your chest. So we're doing kind of like a child's pose seated. And I'm going to give you another choice here. Stay here is choice one. But the next choice is if you want to do a little rocking and rolling of your spine, you're going to keep your chin tucked and just rock back and rock up. And rock back and rock up. And you can do that a couple more times. If it feels good, go for it. If not, just stay here. Notice as we rock along the back body, feeling that connection. And then when you've had enough of that, extend your legs out. And then we're going to place the soles of the feet together. Open up your legs in a diamond shape, Baddha Konasana. Really release the flesh from your buttocks. Extend your hands to your ankles or your shins or your toes. And then come into that forward fold. You guys rock the class. Awesome work. We're going to move on to our back and just do some final stretches. And then we're going to do, I'm going to lead you through a flow of awareness, relaxation, and then I'm going to take you into seated meditation, working with some different type of guided relaxation for your breath awareness, okay? So I think you'll enjoy it. I hope so. So let's begin now to make your way on into constructive rest pose. So that's with your knees bent, hip width distance apart. Come onto your spine. And then for those of you who have a block, again, if you'd like to slide that block under your sacrum, go right ahead. Place your hips on that sacrum and just let your back of your body, the sacral, rest here. Feel the support beneath you and just let your hips and pelvis rest. You've done a lot of work here in this part of your body today, and we want to really infuse it with the breath again. Breathe deep down into the base of your pelvis with your inhale, nourishing it. And then as you exhale, remember, release and let go of any pain or suffering you need to let go. Just really visualize it leaving your body. Gently bend your bent right knee and just bring it in towards your chest. If this doesn't feel good on your back on a block, then release the block. But if you're okay with this, just feel that stretch and maybe extend that right leg up towards the ceiling, clasp behind your thigh and point and flex your foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and circle 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back in towards your chest again, and then gently lower the right foot to the floor. Press the right foot in the floor and lift the left leg up. Gently bring the knee, slightly squeeze it in towards your chest. Feel the release in the low back and the hips. And then extend the left leg up and start with the point and flex for 5, 4, 3, and 1. And then circle 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your left knee again. Bring it into your chest. Release. And then place both feet flat on the floor. Or if you'd like to extend both legs up into the air for the next minute, just press both feet up towards the ceiling and then allow that energetic qualities of the blood gently coming down back towards your heart. This is a very cleansing pose. Let your hands rest down by your side and just breathe with this for another, no more than a minute. Just stay with this pose and rest. Just infuse the body with your breath. Breathe deep into the bowl of your pelvis. With each inhale, remember that nourishing quality of your breath. And then with the exhalation, letting go of pain and suffering. Let go of fear. Let go and let God. Whenever you're ready, gently bend your knees one at a time and slowly place one foot on the floor and then the other. Make sure your feet are firmly rooted and grounded, and then lift your pelvis up and lower it to the ground. And then maybe gently hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And you're going to take your time now, but get yourself ready for relaxation. We're going to do a guided relaxation. So take whatever props you need so that you can be nice and relaxed, or warm if you need to put on another layer. You prepare for relaxation pose by lying flat on your back on a firm surface. Your legs are naturally spread apart. Your arms are at a comfortable distance away from your body. Your palms are up. Your fingers are slightly curled. Your head and neck may need a support with a thin pillow, and just cover yourself with a light blanket if it's needed. And invite your body to release tension as you soften into this pose. And acknowledge how we hold ourselves, and let the weight of the physical body release, and feel the supports beneath it, and invite the mind to release. This is a flow of awareness practice where we cultivate an awareness of effortless breath. Breath flow up and down your body from the toes to your crown on an inhalation, and then from an exhalation from the crown of your head down through your toes. So invite your breath to let go of any trembling or any shakiness, any instability, and allow it to become full, complete breath. An energetic pulsation of breath. Allow your breath to grow smooth and even with each inhale and each exhale, synchronizing it to your own natural cadence. So throughout this practice, please let your own cadence be your guide. You do not have to stay with my cadence, with my breathing. Let it be your own natural breath. Allow the breath to be smooth and even, to be deep, where one breath flows into the other so that it's seamless, it's continuous, it's silent. It's a continuum of the experience of consciousness, the infinite space of consciousness that resides in your body now. So as you inhale and allow the breath to explore the furthest point from the toes all the way up to the crown of your head, that upper extent of inner space. And then as you exhale all the way down to the lowest extent of your inner space, down to your toes. And just allow your breath to be sweeping upwards on the inhales and downwards on the exhales. As I guide you through different various points, move in a way that feels safe and available to you. We'll begin by bringing your awareness to your toes and inhale from your toes to your crown. As you get to the crown, exhale down from your crown to your toes and just allow that awareness to flow with that. When you get down to your toes, inhale up from your toes to your crown, and then exhale down from your crown to your toes. Inhale from your toes to your crown. Exhale now from your crown down to your ankles. Inhale from your ankles to the crown. Exhale from your crown to your ankles. Inhale from your ankles to your crown. And now exhale from your crown to your knees. Inhale from your knees to your crown. Exhale from your crown down to your knees. Inhale from your knees to your crown. Now exhale now to the base of your root, the perineum. Inhale from your root up to your crown. Exhale from your crown to the root. Inhale from the root to the crown. Now exhale from your crown to your navel center. Inhale from your navel center to your crown. Exhale from your navel center, from your crown to your navel center. Inhale from your navel center to the crown. Exhale from the crown to your heart center. Inhale from your heart to the crown. Exhale from your crown to your heart. Inhale from your heart up to the crown. Exhale from your crown down to your throat. Inhale from your throat up to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown of your head down to your throat. Inhale from your throat up to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown of your head down to your throat. Inhale from your throat to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown of your head into the center of your forehead, right into the sixth chakra. Inhale from the center of your forehead up to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown of your head into the sixth chakra. Inhale from the sixth chakra up to the crown of your head. And exhale from the crown of your head now out through your nostrils. The opening of the nostrils. As you inhale from the nostrils to the center of the forehead, exhale out from the nostril, from the forehead to the nostrils. And for the next few breaths, just stay with that point inhaling from the nostrils to the center of your forehead. Release any explicit movement now from point to point and just allow the body to rest. Allow your mind to reside in this entirety of this space. And witness each breath now as a pulsation of pranic sensation. This is an extraordinary place in the inner space of consciousness. Feel yourself being bathed in this pranic vitality. And just maintain the space. And just stay here for about another minute before we move into meditation. Maintain the space of pranic vitality. Inner consciousness bathed in this pranic energy. And then from here, just gently now begin to breathe into your fingers and toes, small movements, and just try to maintain this awareness of your inner space. As you gently roll onto your left side, and you're going to come up into a seated posture, a stable, comfortable seated posture as we move into the next practices. So find your comfortable seat where your sit bones are supported and stable, your head and neck is aligned in a neutral position, and you're breathing naturally as you cultivate a smooth and deep diaphragmatic breath. Bring awareness to the center, to the breath, to the center of your forehead. And you're going to take 3 breaths here as I guide you into this next practice where we're going to bring our attention with awareness of the breath as we breathe into these different places. So take 3 breaths at the center of your forehead. That's the ajna chakra, right at the 6th chakra. Then bring your awareness to the center between your eyebrows and take 1 breath. To your eyes, 1 breath. Your nostrils, 1 breath. Your throat, 1 breath. Your shoulders, 1 breath. Your upper arms, 1 breath. Your elbows, 1 breath. Your wrists, 1 breath. The palms of your hands, 1 breath. Your fingertips, 2 breaths at your fingertips. One breath at the palms of your hands. Your wrists, 1 breath. Your elbows, 1 breath. Your upper arms, 1 breath. Your shoulders, 1 breath. Your throat, 1 breath. Your heart, 1 breath. The bottom of your sternum, 1 breath. Your navel center, 1 breath. Your pelvis, 1 breath. Your root chakra, 2 breaths. The perineum, 2 breaths. Your pelvis, 1 breath. Your navel center, 1 breath. The bottom of your sternum, 1 breath. Your heart, 1 breath. Your throat, 1 breath. Your nostrils, 1 breath. Your eyes, 1 breath. Your eyebrow center. The center of your forehead, 1 breath. Now finally bring your attention to the crown center and take 3 breaths there. And as you take your next exhale, feel the combined forces of your mind and breath descending from the crown of your head, sweeping all the way down to your root chakra. As you exhale, and then when you inhale, allow the breath to come up right from the root all the way up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, all the way down from the crown of your head, all the way down into the root. Inhale up from the root to the crown of your head. Exhale down from the crown of your head all the way down into the root. Inhale all the way up. We're going to do that 7 more times. Exhale down from the crown to your root. Inhale from the root to the crown. Exhale from the crown to your root, all the way down through all the chakras, and then inhale all the way back up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way back up. Last time, exhale all the way down into the root of the chakra. And just allow your energy to focus on the base of the root, that place of grounding. Take a moment here now to gather your hands in front of your heart. Just take a moment to feel the energetic qualities of this practice. Moving through the energy centers of your chakras. Noticing now the effects of the practice. And as I invite you to just take a moment to feel a place of gratitude, a place within that you might be able to consider one blessing in your life that you're grateful for. And I'm grateful to all of you for allowing me to be here today to hold the space and to share these practices with you. So I wish you peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.